The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Candace, and it's Halloween.
It is. Scary.
Tricks and treaters are out. I hope you got your candy. It's usually a hard dash to pick up if you're running low on candy on the actual day.
Right.
There's some out there, but...
I saw a few little kids getting out of their cars dressed up this morning. I think you could dress up at school if you paid a little... Like gave a donation or something.
To a charity. I think we're going to have some kids drop by and do an appearance for us. And Ellie is all dressed wherever she might be in hers.
Oh, I
She's
haven't
got
seen her this morning. So.
little legs on it, and she just can't help but chase the costume.
Oh, gosh. Is it a spider?
It's some type of
something,
spider. I don't know what it is, but it's got legs that hang off, and that's running her nuts.
I bet she's cute.
She wants to chase it like her own tail she does there. Want to say good morning to Justin Crawford watching us this morning from Alberta Lee, Minnesota. Truck driver on the road. We do appreciate you watching this morning, my friend. Hope everything's good in your world.
Good morning.
A lot of folks out there. As we start this, we do keep in mind this is all about kids just getting candy.
Right.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's just a thing for kids to get a little candy.
Yeah.
And we hope you'll remember that.
Mm-hmm. We always, looked at it like that. We didn't do like scary Halloween and stuff. I didn't like all that.
So, do you actually own a costume? When was the last time that you dressed up?
Gosh, I guess I was a scarecrow the last time I dressed up. Just, I had I'd actually made the costume for my son, which I say made the costume, and you thinking, how did you fit in it? I just made this like little thing to go around his neck out of burlap. And, like a scarecrow. And then I made him a cute little hat that kind of went over, and it had little leaves and a sunflower and all that stuff on it. But that was when he was real little. He would not wear it, though. And he put it on with overalls. So I just kind of...
Honestly, don't remember the last time I dressed up. But you'll see a lot of pictures on Facebook. And places that you go today are going to be decked with the festivities that are going on. So keep it in mind. Hope it... is a great one there for you.
I've seen some cute ones so far. People dressed up, on Facebook. They've gone to adults gone to parties and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen some really cute things.
Polly Smith Sellers watching us from Foley, Alabama. That's where you go to get all the deals. Isn't that where the ladies stop on the way to the beach to go to all of the outlets?
Yeah, they do have outlets there.
Outlet headquarters is probably what that is.
Yes.
Oh, interesting there.
And if you camp, I think they have the Camping World thing there. We went to it, but I'm thinking it is in Foley, but it has all kind of neat things.
We just thought the prize was big on Friday, but today, if you go buy that lottery ticket, $1 billion is what it's worth. No one won Saturday night.
Yeah.
I bought some, didn't work out.
Yeah.
So, do you go back and get a little more?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a lucky person when it comes to stuff like that, so I don't even attempt.
Look, I attempted to increase my odds. I listened to Mary Chapin Carpenter. I feel lucky. And then I went ahead and listened to Montgomery Gentry. I'm a lucky man.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll rub off on me.
That's the first thing I thought of was Mary Chapin when you said, do you feel lucky? Yeah.
Dwight Yoakam's in the corner trying to
catch my eye. Or
and somebody's hand on her thigh.
Yeah.
Was it? It was.
Lyle Lovett.
Yeah. Boy, that's a horrible thought.
Yeah.
But songs that make you go, and which led me is I was sitting up here putting stuff together and I was hearing songs. You know how two people can take the absolute same song and it sound different? Let's take Mark Chestnut and Garth Brooks. Both of them recorded Friends in Low Places. Mark Chestnut's is just nowhere in the same realm. Yeah. And I went back and I listened to Tim McGraw, and then I listened to Sammy Kershaw. And as I've mentioned before, Sammy not having the greatest attitude sometimes. He did out-sing Tim on the song Better Than I Used to Be. Do you remember that song?
Yes.
Because you can really feel it when Sammy sings it that he's done all those bad things. I'm like, I believe you, Sammy.
Yeah.
And it just didn't have the same feel when Tim McGraw sang it. It was both good songs, but one was just a teeny bit better.
A little bit different.
Yeah, everybody's got their touch. Well, I know everybody's dying to know what happened over the weekend in our area. We will go over all of the Halloween places that we know of that's going on tonight. We'll tell you all about those. Let's start today. Let me back up here and go to today's events that we've got on that I've posted this morning to let you know exactly. We did have a home struck last night with gunfire. Believe it or not, I bet you're shocked.
Yeah.
You're going, no
Shocks
way.
Me. I can't believe it.
No way, no way. Here we go. Let's go out to the 2200 block of 42nd Avenue in the wee hours of the morning. Yep, you got it. Another home struck with gunfire. Now, no one was hurt, but
Thank
they drove
goodness,
by. SUV hung out the back and shot at them.
That is just so careless. I mean, I know that they're not worried about being, careful.
Safety
so.
amongst gangsters.
Yeah.
Always got to remember that.
Yeah. But, it's just amazing to me that more people are not injured with them shooting into homes like that.
A miracle. And let's just take a look at where that is on the map. So this is going to be north of Highland Park is where that is. Right along in here, just off of north of Royal Road is where that is. So now you know the mystery is solved as to where that was. We also last night had shots reported. Now, no mention that any home was hit or car, but we did have shots fired near Highland Park, which would be a few blocks from where that happened. Right here, right along here, 42nd Avenue, before there. Shots were mentioned earlier, and then we would have that home struck. Bet you the two are connected, if I had to guess.
It makes me sick that stuff like that goes on all the time in our town. And like I've said many times, people can't even live in peace. Mm-hmm. But especially, around the Highland Park area where, kids go and play. It's just a scary thing to even think about taking your kids. I know this is happening at night, but I mean, if they're going to do it at night, they'll do it anytime.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and top that, Candace, and bring out the one that happened in broad daylight Saturday afternoon. Well, of course it did happen. Right off of 8th Street. Everybody know where Wendy's is? Mm-hmm. 1 block south of there. Let's go to 7th Street. We had gunfire with an apartment and a car hit with gunfire. Now, again, somehow, some way, no one was hit with gunfire. I don't know how, but they weren't. But that happened on Saturday afternoon.
It's kind of like look what I can do and get away with it type thing.
Candace asked, are you done yet?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Let's go back to Friday night, rather, in the darkness of night. We had more shots with a car hit and the apartment at St. Francisville. Both of them. At first, I thought it was just a car, and then as we investigated a little bit further, it would be also a car hit, a home hit with this. Now, this is right off of Highway 39.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
Let's pull it back up. This is Highway 39 here, right up through here. MEPA is down here. This will be up here to the right is where that happened. Back in there, Old Marion Road, so to speak, back in that area there is where that happened. A lot of that. But we're not done yet. That's my saying of the day. We had someone else stabbed in Meridian over the weekend. This was a pretty serious one. Now, I don't know what become of it after they reached the hospital, but I knew one person was stabbed as we go to take a look at this on 19th Street over the weekend. Pretty serious strike there. The 4300 block of 19th Street. That's going to be north of Highland Park is where that happened. Right off of...
A lot in the same areas.
Yeah, just east of State Boulevard is where that went on, in case everybody's keeping track of where crime is in the area. Let's see, we've also got a lot of other things. We got a jailbird that's coming to visit. I see.
We got 2 of them.
2 jailbirds? Let's see here. If you bring them over, let's get them into the camera there. Our little Halloween trick-or-treaters.
You want me to help? Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, here they go. Oh, now this is just too cute. Let's pull these up. Where's the? We got a brother coming, don't we?
We got Gannon and Cohen.
Look how sweet.
Now, if that's not too cute, we got one of them sign mixed up there, Madison. If you can fix that. There you go. That's our trick-or-treaters. Now, what's their names?
Gannon and Cohen.
How are y'all doing over there?
Gannon, Cohen, what is it?
That's just too cute.
What is it?
I think
So cute.
they win the award this morning for the outfit, I think. They're going to get some candy out of that, I think.
Sweet. Oh,
A
goodness.
lot of candy.
That's
so
just...
cute, aren't they?
Yeah, that worked out good. Mama thought long and hard.
Oh, my goodness.
With
You put
that
a lot
one.
of time into that. Yeah.
I like that. That was pretty good.
Got their little signs. What does it say? Crimes, unlawful escape from custody, malicious mischief.
Mischief and petty theft.
Petty theft. That is just too good there. We appreciate
That's
you
so
bringing them up
sweet.
to
Of
us
course.
so
Y'all
we can
look
see
so
them.
cute. Oh, goodness.
And if Ellie's in the neighborhood, have her come back and visit us with her outfit here in a little bit. Where is Ellie?
Oh, my goodness.
Come here, Ellie.
Ellie's a little spider.
Let me see if let's get Ellie over here as the Spider Woman.
Come here. Ooh,
This
we
is
gotta put
her
you-
outfit for
Does her little thing go
yes, she's
on?
got a hoodie, but she normally gets all upset and bent out of shape over that one.
Look, where's her legs? Oh, they're Velcro.
Yeah, that's the one that she loves to chase there.
Look, she has her little legs. Hey, sweet girl.
What do you think, little girl? We got
put her
more
down?
up and coming with us. There's Ellie checks out the our little. I guess you call
The
those
microphone.
jailbirds. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're jailbirds.
Look,
jailbirds.
the back. What does the back say?
It says jailbird.
Oh,
Jailbird.
they are too cute.
Oh,
goodness.
it's Halloween, and welcome to the show. We've got so much more coming up with Scotty Ray and Candace as we start your Monday morning, October the 31st. If you're looking for a deal, go to Facebook and type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace. Scroll through all of the pictures that are there and pick the item that you want to bid on. Bids end on Wednesday night and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. And the winning bid can pick up the product the next day. Again, it's easy to do. Go to Facebook, type in East Mississippi Online Marketplace, and find the items that you want to bid on and save a bunch of money. That's 2 different auctions, Wednesday and Sunday night. Both sales end at 8 p.m.
When you gear up and journey out, nothing but you and the wilderness for miles. Just remember, you're the boss. Steel MS-271 Farm Boss, built for the toughest jobs. Journey onward.
The Neshoba County Co-op is your one-stop shop for all your camouflage and clothing needs. To stylish flannel shirts and those warm Carhartt jackets. Maybe it's a new set of pants you need or Bill overalls. A large selection of t-shirts and the latest fashions and colors when it comes to scrubs. A big selection of kids' clothing and Carhartt with jackets and more. With John Deere toys and a whole lot more. If it's on Santa's list, it can be found at the Neshoba County Co-op, 338 West Main Street, Philadelphia. I think they get the award. That was really a cute outfit.
It was. They'll get a lot of people taking pictures of them tonight, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm going to have to get me I just really hadn't done it forever. I used to see Wonder Woman a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I hadn't seen that this year yet.
I was a witch one time.
Just
I know
once?
I know you got a comment about
Just
that.
once?
But yeah, it was a really cute outfit, though, that I had. I had put, I had a crow sitting on my, well, not on my shoulder, it was on my hat. It was really cute. A black crow sitting up there. It was cute.
I need to say hello and good morning to someone. I was out at the Outdoor Extravaganza on Saturday. What a huge turnout that was. And I bumped into this young lady floating around out there, Miss Sue. She moved here from Maine, she was telling me, and she has made Meridian, Mississippi, her home there. That's big time different,
Yes.
Maine to Meridian.
It is. But good morning, Miss Sue.
I forgot to
Hope
ask
you're
her just
watching.
how bad the snow was where she come from in comparison to what it is here.
Yeah.
But she was a pleasure. Says she watches us all the time. And I appreciate it. It's so good to get out and bump into people.
It is.
I
So
like that.
They had a good turnout.
Oh, it was humongous. Everybody was out enjoying it.
I hate we missed it, but we had a
Ball game?
No, we had a weekend of sickness at my home.
Oh.
So yeah, my little one was sick with the stomach bug.
That ain't
was
good.
Not fun. Not fun. So yeah, watched after him all weekend, and it was just how it is if you've ever gone through that. It's just not a good thing.
It's not. Bill Reinhardt says he's got Minnie Pearl dressed up as a cowgirl today, a pink hat and a dress. Now, we got to see it, Bill. After you do that, you need to post that in the comments, a picture of her,
Yes.
so everybody else can see that.
That'd be great.
We did have a little incident on Saturday morning. If you were getting to the interstate, we talked about this earlier this morning. Right at daylight, there was word that, well, we can't get on the interstate. Something's laying in it. It's too dark to tell what it is. And as we pull this up, this is what it was. See this 18-wheeler? It was hauling transformers.
Oh, goodness.
And somehow or another, they got in a hurry, eating a honey bun, and forgot to tighten down the load. As they jumped on that interstate, here it came.
It's
roll
bad
down
for the
the
one
heat.
that it happened to, and bad for the people who own them.
Yeah, and then those folks that had to come do the cleanup as it got into the drain, and they had to make sure all was taken care of.
Yes.
Kind of slick. I think they put dirt on that for a little while until it dries up.
Okay.
After they do as much of the chemical cleanup as they can. But that halted traffic there for a little while. Fire department was out, everybody running around.
Yeah.
Have you ever, because they were taking applications not long ago. You ever thought about being a trooper?
I don't know. You know, I might. I don't know.
They had a class.
Haven't thought about it, Scotty Ray, but I'm so glad that people do that.
Yeah,
You know.
but they had a class not long ago, and you too could have been part of this exciting night, Saturday night, as Mississippi Highway Patrol got in pursuit on I-20. It got so good that the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, they jumped in on
Joined
the
in.
pursuit.
Oh, they joined in. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be a pretty good investigator, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I would be, suited for a trooper. But
Well, let's see. Speeds got up over 100 miles an hour. Right before he gave up, he hit a deer.
Oh,
That kind of
goodness.
slowed things down. And
that'll slow you down in a hurry.
yeah, come to a halt out there near Southeast, and off to jail he went. I'm not sure if he had driver's license or anything like that, but for whatever reason, he didn't want to stop. I hadn't gotten details as to what that reason was.
100 miles an hour, though, I'm just glad everybody's okay.
Yeah, fortunately,
That's
there was
scary.
really no one on the road when it all went down. It was a quiet night, and he just wanted to drive. He felt the need for speed. So did the troopers, and they got him.
Yeah.
We did have a structure fire over the weekend. It always worries me when there's structure fires, especially as we get closer to these holidays. This was on South Anderson is where this happened. Major damage to the home, the 6700 block. Never good when the fire department comes rolling up and there's smoke bowling out of a house. Just
no, that's not a good thing at all.
we hope everybody is okay and they get back together. And with all of that rain, it was bound to happen. And I bet there was more that I'm not aware of. But I did find out that we had an accident at I-20, mile marker 124 over the weekend, and it was a hydroplane.
It
In
can
a
happen in a hurry.
blink, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you've
Wondering-
even felt it and got control of a vehicle,
Yes,
haven't
it's
you?
scary because, especially if the roads are, they haven't been rained on in a while, and then it rains. It just seems like it's oil or something. Around
Yeah.
there. But yeah, if you hit a water puddle or anything going around a curve, you just have to watch because you can't just slam on the brakes. That'll
Right.
send you flying in a hurry. So
Erica Saunders has commented that she moved to the Meridian area from Connecticut in 2012, so that puts you here 10 years. Now, I'm not a whole lot familiar with Connecticut weather either, but isn't that one of those states that it also snows a little bit in, Connecticut?
I'm sure it does.
Anything due north of here's got snow, I think. Good old Mississippi.
What was it, the persimmon thing, the seed or something,
When
when
you
they
cut
cut it
it?
open? Yeah, it says that a lot of shoveling snow. It was spoons, I think, is what was in all of them.
Does that count for, she says it is snow there, does that count for Mississippi or is that just for everything north of us?
I don't know.
Birmingham will get it, and then we just have to sit here and look at it at the pictures and go, wow.
So I guess this is a crazy question, but is it the persimmons, wherever you cut it open at? I mean, could it have different things in it, I guess?
You
maybe,
got me.
Possibly? I don't know.
That's Farmer's Almanac
Yeah,
stuff?
I guess.
We need somebody, an
I mean,
interpreter.
I saw where somebody had cut open 30 seeds and just about all of them were spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Orange Beach, Alabama watching this morning. Betty Springer, how are you doing?
Good morning. I bet it's pretty at the beach.
Erica said used to get over a foot of snow in Connecticut. Yeah, and I ain't going to Vermont either.
I would love to go to Vermont or one of those northern states like that.
It's beautiful.
That have all the leaves changing.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I've seen pictures and it is beautiful. Yeah.
Just ain't where I want to spend the winter. I watched
Yeah.
Charles Ingalls try to make it out to his shed that time.
Yeah, snow is pretty. It's pretty for a day.
Yeah.
And then I'm done. I just don't want the ice. That's the
Ice
nasty
is
stuff.
a whole nother thing. Gatlinburg is the most beautiful place in the world, but I
yeah.
keep thinking of those little trails that you go during the summertime, how that is during the winter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or can you imagine a steep driveway just trying to get up and down that thing? No.
Let's see here. Oh, we got somebody in trouble. This is they've been arrested, as we'll find out. And again, when you're arrested, you're presumed innocent until you go before a judge, and he has that little gavel. Buck Roberts to show you what it looks like if you get in trouble around here. But a former state representative was arrested over the weekend in DeSoto County.
Oh.
There's certain
What did he
things
do?
in public that you can't ask for.
Yeah.
One of those is prostitution.
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be a no-no.
Yeah, got him cuffed and stuffed. As we look at this, off to jail he went. Former state representative was arrested Friday night in DeSoto County, according to the booking documents. As we go to our friends over at Dark Horse Press, Donnie Riles of Grenada was arrested on these charges of prostitution, procurement of a prostitute. Key word there, procurement. We'll leave it at that. I won't elaborate on that. That would be...
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, don't say nothing else is what you're saying. I'm with you on that. I was kind of nervous. I didn't know what to say next. That's one of those subjects of...
We're just going to say he talked to her.
Yeah. They were talking to one another.
Yeah.
She didn't...
I don't know. But anyway, you would think somebody would be smarter than that. You know, you're a state representative. You got a little
He's
more...
X. He went on to the House in 04.
Okay, well, even state representative, you'd think they would have a little more sense than that. But no.
That ain't looking good. Family reunion this year. Everybody will be going, did I see you on the news?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all know how that works out. We go over to Vicksburg, Warren County. Drive-by shooting. Someone was shot while driving a car. Hit a light pole, and they were pronounced dead at the scene. The passenger was hit.
Goodness.
It looks as though they're going to make it, but that's little Vicksburg, Mississippi that happened in. If y'all hadn't heard the news around the state this morning, I hate it when things like that just happen. And I also mentioned this as we talk about everybody getting out and filing the relics that are around the Mississippi riverbed as it goes down, these boats and stuff that they hadn't seen for years.
Yeah.
It is making prices higher and higher. And you go, well, what's the river got to do with anything?
Can't get stuff down the river.
Farmers, their crops, and it's costing so much more. The ones that are making it are having to navigate a certain way. They can't hold as much grain and food as it normally does because the boat. Yeah. And so prices are going up because of this.
Yeah, somebody posted, it was on Facebook the other day, somebody posted the Hank Williams Jr. song, Mississippi River's Going Dry.
She's going dry.
Yeah, and talking about interest rates are up and stock market's down. I guess that could apply to now.
It does.
But anyway, they had pictures, and it really is drying
There's
up.
islands that you can walk to now.
Yeah.
The mighty Mississippi. As we look at this, now this is one thing we can't blame Joe for. I don't care who you are. That is not Joe's fault of the rise in prices. That just has nothing to do with it.
Right.
Let's look around here. A few horrible things happened this weekend as we saw that a bridge fell in India. 60 people would die as that bridge crashed to the ground. What was that movie, The Mothman Prophecies? Did you ever watch that with Richard Gere?
No, I didn't.
I'm not really one on scary movies, but that one just drew me in, and I had to watch to see what happened. And it was all about the entire movie about a bridge falling at the end. Prophecies that come up. Interesting there.
Scary.
Let's see what else went on this weekend. The South Korea, 153 people were stampeded over the weekend. And two of them are adults, not adults, but two of them are Americans. As we get this from the University of Kentucky. Gosh. 153 people. And that's what worries me. Like you take, this has never happened, but I guess it could. A place like Times Square where there's nowhere to go.
Right. Yeah.
And that's basically what they just kept getting pressed. 153. I don't know if you've seen the pictures yet.
I haven't. I did see a video the other night on one of my things on Facebook. Somebody had posted, I don't know. And I don't know where it was, but a escalator had malfunctioned. Did you see that?
No, missed it.
Well, it had malfunctioned somewhere, and the thing sped up, and it was just flying like down
Chunking
this thing.
people?
Yes, people were flying off of it. I mean, it was going like at like a high rate of speed, and everybody at the bottom was just like piling up, and it was horrible looking.
I always had that fear of my shoestrings getting caught in one until I looked down and realized, oh yeah, I wear boots. But I guess that could happen.
Yeah. I don't like those
It'd be
things.
janked.
I don't like escalators.
Nana Kent says that in Baton Rouge right now, you can walk underneath the USS Kidd battleship.
Huh.
Wow. I've seen pictures of that. You're 100% right on that.
You can walk underneath it?
Yeah, like the USS Alabama, how it sits out there?
Yeah.
The water's gotten so low you can walk underneath it now and see where it's sitting on the concrete pillars. Something that's how dry it is there.
I've been to the USS Alabama. Been to that one.
Let's see here. She also says that Alaska is absolutely beautiful. Makes you want to go back. A lot of people commenting on Alaska and just Fairbanks. I bet that is a beautiful town to go to.
That's somewhere I'd love to go to, Alaska.
We got now this is a heap of them, Candace.
Yes.
We'd love to hear your comments.
Yes, but Buddy and Pat Gibson celebrating their 53rd anniversary today. Happy birthday, Buddy and Pat. I know y'all, and y'all are sweet people and
That's
good
a
people.
lot
Yes.
of them, isn't it?
Yes, hope y'all are having a wonderful day, though, and it'll be a great day for y'all.
I'm sure that you've reached that thing because we got one coming up in a week or so. Next week, as a matter of fact. But
how many years?
Ooh, boy, it's a bunch.
Yeah.
Bunch of them. 32 of them, as a matter of fact.
All right.
I ain't got nothing on y'all, though.
53 years. That is it's a good, wow.
Yeah, it is. So enjoy yourself there. But as we said, around the nation, around the world, those two things happened that were just tragic. Certainly hate that happened. We go to Florida next. Have you heard this about Pretty Boy with the designer blue jeans?
No.
We'll just go ahead and talk about Luke Bryan out here in public because he does wear those. But, and you have to reason with him. He went to do a benefit concert for Floridians. And of course, the left is on him because he invited Ron DeSantis on stage, and they're trying to give him a hard time. And he goes, look, we're just trying to help people.
Right.
They do need to back off.
I mean, he's the governor of Florida, you know.
It wouldn't have mattered if it was a Democrat. He would have still let them come out.
Right. That's crazy. You know.
It's just to help people. They're still. I've seen pictures here recently because a storm comes through, then you forget about it in a week or two. If you're in the eye of that, you have not forgotten, and those folks still need help. Their lives have been almost destroyed.
People can't put away political agendas, and they can't. Everything has to go and be politicized when it comes to trying to even help people. It's just crazy.
One of
Put the feelings aside.
the classiest woman probably to exist, one of the classiest in America, Dolly. Do you see where she is saying that she's hanging up these long tour dates, not going to ever do it again?
No.
She said she wants to be at home. Her and Carl Dean hold hands, walk through the woods. She said she might do an occasional concert on a weekend or something, but ain't no more of that. I'm gone for years at the time.
Well, Dolly needs to, she needs to enjoy life. I think everybody needs to, at some point, just try to
chill,
enjoy. Yeah. Life flies by so fast.
Dolly is 76 somehow. That just seems, how?
Yeah.
Where did time go?
But yet she still looks, 50?
It's all about
something?
the doctor that you know.
Yeah. She's a beautiful lady, though, inside and out. Yeah.
I had somebody send me some pictures of some miracle doctor around here lately that's been doing facelifts that women are going nuts over. Let me sign up.
Yeah. I need a little. I've never had anything done, but like this wrinkle in my forehead, I would love, because I'm bad about doing like this.
If you take duct tape and put it around back and pull and get Kurt to tape it, I think it'll make it go away without surgery.
Well, I don't want to do any of that major stuff, but I wouldn't
do
mind.
little things
I wouldn't
like that.
mind like not being able to do this all the time, because I don't know. I think it's because I had to squint to see things a lot. And
what about your crow's feet? Isn't that a big thing that ladies go get? I even see men do that. Go get rid of what they call the crow's feet there.
I don't know. I'm not so worried about crow's feet, but
there's a lot of people that say just age naturally. Let happen what was intended to.
Yeah.
While others,
I don't know why. It just seems like some people get like overboard with it.
They do.
It's kind of like I've heard people, when you get a tattoo, you got to get another one and another one and another one. Some people just don't even look like the same person at all.
You're right.
Like, they don't even look the same.
And then you'll end up with a tattoo that says regrets. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all see that picture before.
Goodness. Or you could be like the one I was telling you about that time. Had all these women's names tattooed all over his neck, except one was marked out. And you had to be a bad one to get a mark out.
There's a lot of people that do that, name themselves, and then they end up breaking up, and then that new boyfriend wants to know, who is that? He's reminded of him daily.
Yeah. Goodness.
Just something to think of. Scotty Ray and Candace, already 8:29 on a Monday. It's Halloween. Smile, get ready for it. It's a lot of fun. We'll be right back.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Time to stop spending your entire weekend mowing grass. Step up to a Skag zero-turn lawnmower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. I want to remind you of this. It won't affect Mississippi, but areas including parts of Texas, Arkansas, Kansas, those areas are going to have a bout of bad weather. It should stay north of us from about Thursday to Saturday. So it should stay to our northwest out of the state of Mississippi. If that changes any, we'll let you know. I'll watch that and let you know.
Okay.
We did get off easy this past weekend with the weather really avoiding us. It was on the coast. Numerous tornadoes from Biloxi over to Mobile and northward there in that little circle on the coast had tornadic activity over the weekend. We were blessed, didn't get it. We did get some heavy rain.
We needed the rain, though.
Not as much as they got in Vicksburg, where it was up to car doors in several of the parking lots. That was big.
Yeah, that is. That's always a mess when you have those floods like that. Ruin so many homes and
cars and whatnot.
Cars, yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look back on things that happened on this date. Anybody remember the year 1912? A lot went on that year, but this young lady would be born. She would do a lot of things on her own, but it would be after she married this fella that she would become well known as being married to the king of the cowboys. Miss Dale Evans was born on this date. Had a TV show, her own thing, her own lunchbox, as a matter of fact.
Those metal lunchboxes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful lady in her time.
She was beautiful.
Roy. And I was so tempted to put Clint Black in the background for some reason. So tempted.
They do favor so much. They do.
Encyclopedias, I'm telling you, door-to-door sales.
Gosh.
Let's go back to 1926, and you go, who in the world could have been born in 1926 that I'd even care that was born? Well, this guy you've heard of. Anybody ever heard of Houdini? It was him, born on this day in 26. How he done all that stuff, I'll never know, or wanted to do.
Yeah. I hadn't really done any research on Houdini, but I've always just,
Constantly being dumped in water and getting out of chains. He was good. One of the all-time greats that you knew to love him in 3 different characters, from Little Joe to Paul to Highway to Heaven. It was Michael Landon that would be born on this date back in 1936. He made a great impact on people and always tried to portray those roles that had a good positive role model for America.
Yeah.
You can't help but like Michael Landon for all of that.
Yeah, I always liked him. And his daughter is the one on Yellowstone.
Yeah, she's got
But she's a little rough around the edges.
That's an understatement.
She is.
She dips.
I think she got pink hair.
She does.
She got her. Yeah.
There's a language barrier between she and I. She might go, well, I will leave it at that. If you've ever watched it, y'all know what we're talking about. Whew. I knew this, but I forgot about it. The name Bryan Doyle Murray. It doesn't really ring a bell to you probably, but he's Bill Murray's half-brother. And you've seen him in a lot of movies and just didn't realize who the guy was. Anybody remember Caddyshack?
Yeah.
Do you remember The Boss?
Yeah. I would not have known that was this. He didn't look the same in any of those pictures.
He was really, really skinny there back when he was on that. But that's who that guy is. It's one of those, after you see him. But never would I identified him in a lineup as being somebody famous.
I know. But he kind of does favor Bill Murray.
Yeah, now, after you look at it, you go, oh.
Right, yeah.
1950, and he's passed away now. Anybody remember? And I strained my brain of anything bigger. I know trains, planes, and automobiles was out there, but I can't think of a big, big movie, and I'm probably overthinking it. I don't remember it. But John Candy, of course, Uncle Buck, was one of his bigger ones.
The Great Outdoors.
Yeah,
Wasn't he in that?
He was in it, but was it really big?
I think it was a pretty big.
was?
Wasn't that the one where he was in there with Dan Aykroyd and
Yeah.
he ate the big steak? You know,
I just didn't think it was that good.
I don't know. I liked it, but
Is it? Can you think of anything else? Because
he was in Home Alone. You know, remember he was the
in
the
the
little
back
band.
of the band.
Yeah, he was in the band,
but not a major part.
No.
Cameo, I guess is what they call
Yeah,
it.
but I liked John Candy.
Oh, he
I
was
always thought
funny.
he was a great actor and just always upbeat. And anytime I saw him on any kind of an interview, he was always like, you know, happy and.
And Roy, we got what you birthday coming up that you just mentioned. We got that in a little bit here. 1964. What was the number one song in America? Well, Love's Gonna Live Here Again. Buck Owens had the number one song, the Bakersfield Sound, as it swept country music, became the biggest song out there, which would lead him 5 years later to be the head star of Hee Haw.
Okay.
Love that show.
I did too. I loved it. Somebody says Vanilla Ice has a birthday today at
Yes,
54 years old.
he does. There he
That's right.
is.
67. Born in
Woo.
67.
Now, all I know is that one Ice Ice Baby.
Well, I had the CD. I started to say the DVD. I had the CD back in the day because in the 90s he was like hot. I mean, he was like the hot music back then. He was. If you listen, I liked country and I liked that kind of stuff back then.
I have to. None of my friends. I mean, just we went to prom and I think we heard that, but
yeah, I can't see you. I can't see
that is it almost
singing
makes me
Ice,
feel
Ice.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm not at. It's like listening to elevator music. I get.
It's scary because I could actually probably, I know the words still to that song. Like he had a stop, collaborate, and listen.
But and correct me, help me, Candace, because I have always been one of those when it come to music. I love stories, and I never got that out of that music.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't listen to any of his other stuff, I will say, but that song, I mean, it was just
So you're gonna do
it was a
some-
big hit back then. I don't know, it just was.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
But
no,
not-
I didn't dig the hair style that he had and all that kind of stuff. I didn't go for all that, but
I was more on this side of it. In 1981, it'd be a song that I could identify with. Charlie Pride had the number one with "I've Never Been So Loved in All of My Life." Great song there.
I like Charlie Pride too. I think.
You're an angel. Woo, love me some Charlie. 1993, we talked about this the other day, and it would be today that he would lose his life.
Yeah, that was awful. That was horrible.
Drug overdose is what happened on that. River Phoenix passed away. 1995, we jump ahead. Somebody else is going to jail today. Spent several times in jail, as a matter of fact. As we pull up, James Brown was arrested in South Carolina for assaulting his wife. She would pass away, so the charges were dropped.
He assaulted her and then she passed away.
Yeah. Later.
Yeah, surely
Before.
not from the assault.
No, he was from other things, but the charges were dropped since she was not there to prosecute. So he walked.
Yeah.
I feel good.
He always looked like he had a wig on.
I'm not so sure he didn't.
Yeah. If he didn't have a wig on, somewhere in some beauty shop, he was sitting with rollers in his head at some point.
It could be. Okay. Brown, and I had forgotten about that. Stripes. John Candy played a major role in that movie, Stripes. I had forgotten all about that.
Now, what did he play? What role did he play in that one? Was he?
He was one of the sergeants, wasn't
Okay.
he? I think. I can remember seeing his little green outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
That had Bill Murray in
It's
it
been
also.
years since I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Long time.
And then that horrible movie right after that, because that one was a success with Private Benjamin. Ooh. Hope I never have to watch that again. We lost one of the greatest there ever was that hit the silver screen on this day. Hard to believe that it's been 2 years since we lost this man. You first came to know him in so many of his roles. This come from The Rock, Sean Connery. What a great actor he was. A gentleman among gentlemen. I have never heard anything bad about this man.
Yeah.
I think he really and truly tried to do the right thing in life.
He was a good actor.
He was 007 and many other parts there, but it was the accent that I think that the ladies, maybe his looks had something to do with it too, but that accent really drove the ladies wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I've seen several interviews and stuff with him. He was serious, though. He was a serious
Now, am I not
guy.
mistaken that he was also one of the few that stayed married to the same lady, or am I mistaken on that?
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, Jessica said he was in Summer Rental. I'd forgotten about that movie, and we're going back to John Candy.
Okay.
And then Sean said he had the cassette with you on that other stuff.
Oh yeah, maybe it was a cassette that I had, but I know we had CDs back then too.
Oh, so you
I had
moved.
an Eagles CD too. I love the Eagles. Yeah.
My 66 sitting out in my shop still has the cassette player that I went to Eyes and Ears and bought in like 82 and put in the dash. Old I am, I say. Scotty Ray and Candace, good morning. Coming up, we're going to tell you about where all of the goings-ons are tonight, where to take the kids to go trick-or-treating and the events that we know of. So that's next. Y'all stay close.
Jackson Flowers has moved to their new location on Highway 19 North. They've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years here in the Meridian area. Open house will be November the 6th from 1 until 5 p.m. Continued great service that you've known for years. They offer floral arrangements, live and artificial, a gift shop, fall and Christmas decor, and birthday treats for the pups. Visit Jackson Flowers in their new location 2 miles north of Walmart on Highway 19 North. Jackson Flowers, for all occasions. Rockhouse Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need, with a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian. The Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville is passing along these great savings this week. Red, black, or white grapes, $2.99 a pound. Fresh green bell peppers, 89 cents. Yellow onions, a 3-pound bag, $1.99. Coca-Cola products, a 6-pack half liters, 3 for $12. Baby back ribs, $3.49 a pound. And certified Angus beef top sirloin family pack, $5.49 a pound.
And we're down home, down the street, Piggly Wiggly.
Well, Snowden Company is there for you today. They got a lot going on there as they spruce up and get ready to sell somebody a home. If you haven't looked, visit them online, snowdenrealestate.com. Dakota and Heather, they did. Happy campers now. They got so many different homes to choose from in any size that you may be looking for, whether it's a 2-bedroom, maybe you need 5 bathrooms, a bunch of youngins up in the house.
Yeah.
They'll find you that house that's got exactly what you need. Maybe you've outgrown that and it's down to you. You need a small home. They can do that also. Newton, Lauderdale, Kemper, anywhere in the surrounding areas, even over to Brandon, Flowood, Madison, the Forest area. They got homes for you there as well. And again, any style, if you want to say my house has got to have a metal roof, they'll find that house for you also. Shingles, whatever it is that strikes your fancy, that's what they do at Snowden. You're the number one name to make you happy there. Certified real estate negotiating expert and her team as well. See them. Drop in 601-453-3937 online, or you can just simply drop in the door up there and visit with them in the North Hills area. Can't miss it. Good folks there.
They got a lot of pretty homes online right now.
Yeah.
Looking for a home.
Let's see here. A few things. I wanted to bring this back up. Let me go back over. We had an event moved on. We know Enterprise has moved their big event that was scheduled for Saturday night till tonight. That's one of the things going on. And also Russell, as we pull this up, they've moved theirs.
Yeah. The Russell Volunteer Fire Department is having trick-or-treats tonight from 4 to 8 p.m.
All right, and then let's get into some of these others that we know about here. Now, the Highway Patrol is going to be busy, and they're not writing tickets for a change.
That's right. They're going to have trunk or treat, and it's going to be from 6 to 7:30 p.m. It's free, and it's safe, so go enjoy it.
Up on the big hill, you can't miss it there. In Decatur, look what they're doing.
I know. Treat Street is tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. That's at the ECCC campus.
That's a mouthful.
In Decatur. I know. I never can say that.
I always say too many C's.
I know.
As we look at this, don't forget trick-or-treating in Meridian officially 6 until 8 p.m. Anytime after that, don't open your door.
Don't go knocking on doors
That's
at
right.
9 and 10 because everybody's trying to get some rest. Yeah.
Trunk or Treat will also happen tonight at West Lauderdale if you're going to be in that neighborhood. Also, the band is going to have a little ghost thing set up.
Yeah.
Go by.
It's going to be from 5 to 8 p.m. They're going to have a petting zoo, inflatables for the kids, touch a truck. If you want your face painted, children can get their face painted. I guess adults could too. I'm not sure.
I have to ask this. You could.
Yeah.
I have to ask this because I don't quite understand it. Because laws were passed on this not long ago. Well, 4, 5 years ago. The clown thing. Why are people so scared of clowns?
I'm not a big clown fan myself.
The Meridian, I kid y'all not, over the weekend, the Popo, the Meridian Police Department, was called to a housing complex because of a clown. The clown was knocking on doors, spooking people as they opened it, and the Popo was called to handle the situation.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't want a clown knocking on my door.
I'm serious. There was a rash of this to where you could be arrested just for wearing a clown outfit, and I don't understand that. I'm not kidding you. Banned. Can't wear the clown thing.
Look, do you remember years ago, and it might just be, wasn't there something in the news about a clown hiding in the woods?
Yeah, and that started this rash of while they outlawed it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason that I simply don't remember.
I don't know, but I know there's some wicked-looking clown masks that are whole mask things you put on your head.
And for the folks that dressed as clowns and made their livings, it made it very hard for them to make a living.
Well, funny-looking clowns that make the little balloons and all that kind of... Yeah, okay, at a birthday party or something, but... Clowns coming around knocking on your door? No, don't knock on mine for sure.
Scott says he doesn't understand the fear of that either there. Let's see, and we got a comment there about Sean's spouse, Michelle. How do you pronounce her name?
Micheline, I don't know, I think.
Yeah, I can't pronounce her first or last name.
Woo! Rockbrune, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Well, there we go. We know a little bit more about that.
So he's had two spouses. 1975 to 62 to 73, and then 75 to 20.
Married Diane. I ain't pronounce her name. So he had two there. But that's a pretty good little while there. I didn't realize that. Long time. As we continue looking at a few things that going on in the Chris Cuomo. Do y'all remember him from CNN?
Yeah, he was the guy who had COVID and was downing everybody about don't get out of your house, don't get out, and he was in the gym.
Yeah, whole time. Yeah. Well, he finally got a job. Now he's complaining again. It's pretty bad when Newsmax wipes you off the ratings map, but they have. They even beat him, and he wants a new time slot, demanding it. Has he ever thought that, well, nobody really wants to watch him? That's usually what those ratings are a good indication of.
Well, he kind of, I hate to use the term, like cut his own throat, but he did. I mean, people who did the things that he and his brother did, you know.
Boy.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Did you hear about the good deed that somebody done and I talked about it this morning about good deeds that people do. And sometimes God puts you in a place that you're really not supposed to be.
Yeah.
That it's not by chance God led you there. A guy made a wrong turn, and what do you know? There's a house on fire. He stops, gets out, and he saves 4 children and a mother from the burning house.
Oh, my goodness.
You're led to be places. I simply believe that.
I do too. I think everything, and I know a lot of people will think, oh, that's just a saying, but everything does happen for a reason, I believe. I do. So.
Maureen says it could be that John Gacy was dressed as a clown. I don't know. Let's see what else is going on here. As we go to Washington State, they have ruled that they took it all the way to the Supreme Court. It was some girls that sold coffee in bikinis. The town got to complaining, believe it or not, in Washington State that they shouldn't be wearing scantily dressed clothing. They fought it all the way to the Supreme Court. They can wear their bikinis and sell coffee now. In case you're wanting a hot cup of coffee by there. Wouldn't it be cold in Washington State doing that?
Yeah, I just would imagine this time of year it would, yeah. They might need a little jacket or something.
Tom Bradshaw makes a very good point. Remind everybody to be safe tonight with children. They're happy. They got a lot of candy in them, and they're not going to be looking.
Right. And if you do have a trick-or-treater and it's dark outside, try to let them have a little flashlight, or they make the little glow necklaces you can buy, like a bunch of them in a pack at Walmart or even the dollar store sometimes. So, or just be with them at all times. That would be the best thing.
And I know a lot of them happen over the weekend, but if you've got one planned for tonight, make sure you have someone follow behind any trailer of a hayride. Make sure there's an automobile that blocks a trailer from being hit.
And you could put lights on them. I know I've said that, and people go, what are you talking about? I've seen people put Christmas lights around the edge because you can hook them into a thing.
Make sure you're well seen.
Right.
Protected as much as you can be there.
Yes. I just wouldn't get out on a major road with a hayride or anything,
Right. Michigan State, I don't know if you saw the video of this, but football players, about 10 of them, jumped 2 opposing team members that weren't dressed. jumped on them. 10 of them did. They got a huge investigation going on into that. That was not sportsmanlike.
No.
We'll let you know what we find. Now, as we all learned this weekend, there's so much I don't know about this, but we need to address it, that it did happen. Nancy Pelosi's husband attacked.
Right.
There's, again, a lot I don't understand. As a guy broke into the home, hit him with a hammer. We do know that. He was arrested, had some zip ties. Some say Elon deleted his tweet about this that he had made out there that may be something more. I am told this, I have not seen in print, I just was told this, that the glass was broken from the inside out. Both of them did have hammers. Now, this is where it gets a little odd. What person that breaks into your home is going to beat you with a hammer, let you go to the bathroom with your cell phone? Why would they ever let you out of their sight? And supposedly, and again, all of this could be legit.
Right.
He called 911, and the 911 operator picked up on keywords of "my friend has a hammer," or worded it something like that. But he spoke in code, referring to the guy as his friend. And they're calling it code, or was it something more? We don't know.
Right.
But something did go on, and hopefully one day we'll find out more about this. This guy was a nudist. They were both in their underwear when cops arrived with hammers. I'll leave it at that.
They were both.
Both of them were. Of course, I would think that her husband was, because he was in the bed.
Yeah.
The other guy showed up in his underwear.
I mean, who has a hammer available if you jumped up out of the bed at 2-something?
Well, Johnny Cash did. If I had a hammer, if y'all remember that song.
Yeah, I mean, like, who really...
keep one by your bedside.
Do you keep a hammer on your... I mean...
Seriously, I don't know how both had a hammer.
Right.
There's a lot more to this, a lot more that I don't understand.
It's
and
odd.
Everything about it right now is up in the air, is being investigated. But it is peculiar, to say the least. And did I read that right? How did the guy get in the house, number one?
I don't know. I haven't really read a whole lot into it since it happened the other day. But my first thought, which I guess is wrong, but my first thought was, could this have been staged?
A political. Oh, yeah, I thought the same thing.
Because, I mean, stranger things have happened.
Now, of course, Joe did go to the thing and try to blame Republicans for it. He did, and that's just not right. No. That man acted on his own if this is a legit thing that went on.
If it is legit, I mean, I hope he's going to be okay. I think that's crazy.
As Bill points out, there's a lot of things with the story that don't follow through. We don't know the entire truth here. We really don't.
Right.
But odd. Two men in their the headline should be two men in underwear and a hammer. I'm gonna leave that at that. We'll be right back as we travel through this early morning.
On this field, as on the gridiron, each inch is fought for and marked by sweat. Each inch taken through disciplined training. With a Kubota L2501 tackling each inch in the trenches, whether those inches are measured here or here, all adding up to yards. For each yard, Kubota measures victory, and the touchdown is Parrish Tractor. Here, we're much more than a tractor store.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Godwin Cleaning Services are there for you today. They got a lot going on as they increase business by, reaching those hard-to-reach places with all of their drones. If you've not seen this done, it's incredible. They can make your business, your home look great again. They're making, vinyl siding look good again by cleaning it, including your brick.
Oh, I know. They can make it look brand new. It's amazing.
Rock, whatever you've got on your siding, they can do all of that. Stucco as well. Soft washing won't hurt anything, including your roofs with shingles, and it won't damage those either.
Yeah.
Driveways, sidewalks, windows, they do all of that, including your back deck.
Yeah, if you have trees that overhang your deck and get that green kind of stuff on it, which is dangerous.
Right there. That's what'll put you on the floor.
Yep, they'll
Have
clean it up.
And they can do this in a very, very short time. So talk to them, let them describe all this for you and see when they can come out. Get you on a schedule where twice a year, once a year, whatever it is, where you don't have to fool with it anymore. Don't have to worry about it. 253-8262 is the number to call, and they'll help you out there.
Yes.
Who was it said? Two grown men there. Who doesn't have a hammer by their bed? Yeah. How about you? Do y'all keep one by
I do not have a hammer by my bed. I'm sorry, I don't.
I'm going to buy you one for Christmas, just so you'll have one. And somebody said, why did it take Nancy 3 days to get to the hospital?
Did it take her 3 days to get to the hospital?
And another good point that Jessica Davis points out, y'all know that a home that costs $6 million, you have security cameras.
Right.
There ain't no doubt that there's security cameras. Release the footage. Maybe we should start a campaign, release the footage.
Yeah, release the footage of Hammer Man. Yeah.
Oh, anybody else hear MC Hammer in the background, or is it just me? You know, that guy.
Do you remember those pants that
the parachute
MC Hammer?
breeches?
Yeah. Well, it was MC Hammer. They're hammer pants, I guess you call it. I don't know. Those baggy in the middle.
Right.
And he would do that.
And what I found out and what I did not know about this, and somebody was telling me about this, a friend of mine that sends me stuff all the time. He was stationed in Meridian, and a lot of the guys at NAS Meridian. And he took a lot of folks with him when he went professional that were staged with him here on Meridian.
Huh.
So MC Hammer and he's a pastor now.
Okay.
I mean, he really.
He lost all of his money, though, didn't he? Yeah,
he was like mega rich.
Yeah, he was at one time.
Two half-naked men and a hammer. That might also be. This is just too funny.
The hammer by my bed is part of my gun. That's what somebody said. The hammer on your gun. Yeah.
There you go. That's where you keep that. Well, let's see here. As we look around some other stories, we got time for just a couple more things to mention up. Did you see where Joe over the weekend claimed that we had 54 states in the United States?
No.
No, he said it. I watched it 4 times to make sure that it was not in any way edited. He said it. Now, there was another one floating around, and don't be fooled by it that people were booing Obama. It was edited footage.
Yeah.
That was not right. He had some conversation back and forth with somebody, and they changed the audio. That shouldn't be allowed. You shouldn't do that.
Right.
It is Halloween. We remind you again to be absolutely safe tonight, no matter what you do, where you go.
Yes, safety first. Yes. If your children are trick-or-treating, try to make sure you're with them at all times. Flashlights, anything that will make them stand out in the dark, because that's scary.
Right.
You know? But yeah.
A lot of events to go to. Make sure to get your candy. We brought up a bunch of them. We'll make some more posts throughout the day so you'll remember. And again.
That's right. Y'all have fun tonight, and we'll see you back at 8 a.m. in the morning.
Bright and early. Going to be about 73 today. Woo!
Nice.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.